I just had this terrible, sad realization, and that is in 75 years, when they do the next retrospective, and they look back on 2009, they're going to say that was the year that George Markley lost the rotary wheel. Thanks, Phoebe. Our next speaker, it will be found, I promise you. The next speaker is Tim Russell. Tim is a relative newcomer by comparison to all our other speakers. Tim joined in 1995. He's been a member of the Fairfield Rotary Club for the past 14 years. He served as our president from 2003 to 2004. And as many of you know, Tim is also our resident comedian. And so whenever Tim speaks, you never quite know what to expect. So I'm looking forward to interesting remarks from Tim Russell.
Thank you. All right, cool. Thank you for choosing. Well, anyways, during this time period, we've had some really, really great people, and I just want to mention them before I start going. Marge Tracy was president, Terry Medlin, Kevin Lesko, Bill Llewellyn, and George Markley. Let's have a big hand for all of them. Another great thing about this time period was there were so many new members who contributed a lot, and of them, I'd like to mention Janet Barrow-Larry, Jim Hughes, Norma Peterson, Steve Elworthy, John Beckman, Debbie Clancy, Faye Dade, Tony Derbyshire, Mike Dolan, Kathy Eigenrock, Ted Irvin, Paul Greatzinger, Jim Heisey, Tony Wang, Scott McCain, Mike Pita, Bob Price, Pat Sharp, Dave Schmidt, Tom Walsh, Andy Vossler, Mary Margaret Weber, Ben Williamson, Willie Wong, Mark Graham, Penny Stevens. So you can see there's a lot of people contributing. So of all those people, why did they choose me to be the speaker? The answer is I missed the meeting. Absolutely true. I was not there, and in true Rotary fashion, I was nominated. So if the little kid has left, F you all. Thank you. Choose me. But as long as we're talking about me, I'm the only one with a headshot too, I think. The first thing when I was elected president, I, unlike some people like Phoebe and other people, I despised the antique show. It was hot, it was miserable, it was all day long, and I just wanted to get rid of it. And I thought, how do you get rid of something that's so firmly embedded? 44 years, I must get rid of it. I have to do something to get rid of it. And I thought, well, what is the antique show? It's a bunch of people peddling junk. I have to find a better way to peddle junk, so I invented eBay. Thank you. I invented eBay and killed the antique show. And it's true, once eBay came up, the antique show died a miserable death. I needed to know what to do, though, because I realized shortly after the people who were in charge of the antique show that year told me that it had been canceled, that I had no fundraising, and I was the president, and I needed fundraising. I had been to, do you guys know Kiwanis? It's a local Indian tribe. You guys know them? It's Kiwanis. It's Indian for no casino. They're very bad. Well, they had a luncheon event that I had been to. They call it a celebrity luncheon, actually. That's what they call it. This is the year when they had the space alien settlers. The space alien settlers. But they had a luncheon. It was very successful. And my brother was a Kiwanian Indian, and he said that they would raise $15,000, $16,000 at a lunch. And I was like, oh my God, we got to get that. And like all of my forefathers before me, when you have an idea, or the Indians have an idea that you want, you ask them for it, and they will graciously give it to you. I asked, and they gave. I took his invitation, and I put Rotary where it's the Kiwanis, and that is how the celebrity luncheon started. I didn't steal it. I gave him 2 coats and a musket. Pretty even. The luncheon has been a great success. We've had a lot of famous people be our speakers. This year we had David Pogue. This is Frank DeFord, the famous Sports Illustrated writer. We've had newsmen. We've had Dan Rather. We've had famous politicians. We had the young Barack Obama. I think the club's favorite, though, certainly in the Barnes family. The Barnes family favorite was when we had Dr. Ruth Westheimer. I mean, they were inspired. When they couldn't wait to get home and try out all they had learned. Notice a group of men in the back just watching. Yes. I've forgotten my place, so let's see what's next. Oh no, I know what's next. That is the end of the... We've had a lot of great things, a lot of projects. It hasn't just been a celebrity luncheon. We have a great project known as the Huggy Bear project. The Huggy Bear project is where we bring in street informants and we have them wash children's hands. It's been so successful, the Huggy Bear project. It was founded by Bill Llewellyn and Pat Sharp, terrific people. Now Bill Llewellyn, I have to let you know, during his presidency at the district conference, he won awards for international, well the club did, holy moly, there were 7 awards. International Service Award for our overall program and International Services, Community Service Award for our overall program and community service, Membership Award for membership, Governor's Citation for maintaining balance of programs, Recognition of Membership Award, Best Cooperative Projects Award, and the Presidential Citation for demonstrating how Rotary shares its talents, skills, energies, resources in order to create a better world, presented by the Rotary International President. It was quite a district conference. Here's a picture of Bill at the conference. Really I mean, he was like, yeah, Rotary, man. Into it. And I like that. We've had a lot of other projects. When you see this next picture, you're going to recognize the family resemblance right away. This is Norma's brother, Stephen Smith. Stephen plays an important part in our club. Stephen was out one day. I forget where he was, but he was out in a public place, walking around, and he was suddenly taken ill. And fortunately, there was a defibrillator there, so they were able to zap him back to health. You're going to have to imagine some of this. And that gave Norma, now you guys see this picture, you're going to know who it is. Norma, huh? There's a Norma smiley face. But Norma had the idea that this medical condition that her brother had might be hereditary. So she decided that our club should put defibrillators in every public building she may enter. We're working on that. Other things we have done. We have Amber Alert. We had a really successful Amber Alert at the Westie Storage in Fairfield. We signed up over, not only did we sign up over 200 children, we found 3 in one of the units. Unbelievable. Another project that we had is the Are You Taller Than a 4th Grader? Thank you very much, everybody.
I gotta tell you, Willie had sent me all the slides in advance, and I'd gone through them. When I got to Tim's, I went through them and I said, what in the world is he possibly going to say about this? Tim, that was terrific. Thank you so much. And Willie, thank you again for